take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Carolina Panthers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Trubisky, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Here's Trubisky. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Ball carrier.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, Watson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point good by Prater. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here, look, let me see this one. Shut up. Here, go ahead, sit right here. You want to sit in the black chair.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
No, that's not a good idea. Come on. Oh,
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He was brought down.
Do you want to stay or do you want to go?
A pretty decent gain.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm staying.
Running from the shotgun.
You can stay with the together.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a 34-yard.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now left side on the swing pass. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Montez Sweat able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Oh, is that comfy? Want Daddy grab you the blankie?
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yep, here you go. You want the banky?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and 5.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent.
Oh, don't do that. That's everywhere.
Just unable to haul it in and take it the other way.
Hey, it's off there with 31. You guys, Days Gone, Part 8.
Let's just move on to the next
Continued from previously, we actually did get to see what it was like to have a Bedford Superbombs actually. It did just a little bit, but not enough to really make a difference. We still got to run like all hell. So, that being said, tonight we have a little buddy here with me. Her name is Faith Tomatoes. She's my daughter. She is watching us play. Don't do that, Faith. That's everywhere. She's got glasses.
Not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defensive. Know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain,
that being said, Here we go.
Trubisky will throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play action. Now Trubisky. That one caught by Gibson. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes this Washington 14. Panthers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Running, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And 6.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
To Bryce Love.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky slings this deep from McLaurin, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On third down, it's Gibson, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's third down and 3.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Trubisky going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 27 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end. Line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Wentz. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before half wins. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he's got a touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. As time expires in the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Now Drake. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
He's got it complete to Thompson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Third down and 2.
They'll run with Drake. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
That'll be complete to Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now it's Trubisky. This is brought in by Gibson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
It's a gain of 7.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll try the left side. Gibson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
34-yard line.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Boys and girls, crisis defender.
On first down, it's Gibson, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easy.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Anthony Sherman there to make the grab. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the... interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
From the 24, Trubisky. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Washington on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down and 4. Wentz now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
Odd.
It's a room to maneuver.
Do I have bananas? No, I don't have any bananas.
That's where the return stops.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield.
Do you want me to get some bananas next time we go out to the store?
After the interception, here's
apples
Trubisky
and bananas
sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be complete to the running back Gibson.
Right.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here,
apples
none in the fourth
bananas.
quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this
all
week.
the apples and the
Maybe
bananas.
the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no.
Apples and bananas
this week,
in this
a big
house.
yes.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Trubisky now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
You're being crazy.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough pass.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Rolling to his right. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
6-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
You want me to turn the light off? I'll turn it off. Go ahead, lay down.
Passes now for Mitchell
Why don't you lay down on the couch, Google?
Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Is that better?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Panthers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
3rd and 3.
Empty. Check. 40.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd.
I did not know what I was thinking.
My goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well,
so what we just learned
in
is
this game,
when there's
like
a horde of zombies there, let them kill everybody
12
else.
guys on the
Kill a
field.
couple.
It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Oh, that was dangerous. Trubisky threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And we also look, oh shit,
they'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the
I'm
box and
riding
make it
around on the
difficult
bike
for them to
here,
move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now Prater to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Washington 45, Panthers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Yes, it is.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Before we continue, we grab this guy.
This one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
52, Panthers 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now Wentz. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Given 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. On play action, Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
And it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.